out you are training. You can use reward to reinforce something. You can also use punishment to also make an effect in something. The whole thing you need to know is that know when to apply what. Nana, when was the last time the Black Stars players were spoken to in this way by the president of the Ghana Football Association? Anytime they go out there and the team fails to perform, it is the FA that the pressure comes to, because you have pressure no, to shield the players, to protect them. The president of the Ghana Football Association, after 2019 AFCON Morocco, we all heard what Ghanaians did to him. After Cameroon, after what happened in Côte d'Ivoire, we all heard what Ghanaians did, to the extent that some even staged demonstrations against the FA. When in actual fact, when you go deep into the things that they had enumerated, you realize that most of the things had been done or were being done, or some were even not necessary. But at the end of the day, they staged demonstration against the FA, and it was not against the team. So when the president wants to re-echo what Ghanaians feel, what Ghanaians want to say, we have over 30 million Ghanaians, and the players cannot listen to each person one after the other. So the president will have to carry the message from all Ghanaians and give it to the players. And I feel that exactly the way Ghanaians want the players to feel is how the president communicated to them. There are those who belong to the school of thought, say, because of game, ABA, the way only players it will not, let them bring out the best in them.
But what has been the reaction of the players? Just before you continue.
They loved it. In fact, after the president is speaking, they clapped for him continuously for about 2 minutes.
Wow.
Yes.
I saw that they were him, senior players.
Thing is that sometimes, as some people are behubeka, muntala behubeka, but the way mefanono, it will not be like Ebia, Mr. Maso Techi, and Kasabaka. The same thing, no about the shake ABCD. You see the difference. Yeah. It will vary. Yeah. That is how it is. So even among the players, they knew that what the president was saying were facts. What he was saying was true. And for that matter, he was just re-echoing what some of them had already been discussing. Before he spoke to them, the coaches had a meeting with the players. And you should have seen Otto. You understand? So the players begin to understand that, look, the enormity and the significance of what we are doing is beyond the way he is. Sabia is just a Ghana boy, Yakobo, Yalusu, Yakofi. No. When you play a game, let me just take us back a little. I recall a coach. Ghana, Ebo match be. Yalusu game no. The coach is now coaching outside Africa. Or coaching Africa pen, or digit trophies pen, or Africa and those things. The first question he asked was, after them, what happened in the dressing room? Or see, if your players fail to beat each other in the dressing room, then they are not passionate.
Wow.
Or see, they must fight. Giddy mojasem fight pa for them to be separated. And from then on, you will see that to change. Football, it gets to a certain level, you need to apply some of all those things. So the coaches know, the technical people know.
Someone said the timing.
No, look.
Oh, senior.
In communication.
It's not that Ghana that he coach. The players that he coach. We are going to score him only 2-0.
I'm wishing and praying also that Ghana will win against Sudan, will qualify for the AFCON, and it is my desire and my wish for, and every Ghanaian wish and desire for Ghana to win. And the score line, my prediction is about 2-0, and I'm hoping to see Kudus, our star man, to score, and also Semenyo. They are informed players in Ghana right now, so this is my wish, and I wish them all the best.
Ghana supporter pa Ghana match with the near break because we say Morocco no Africa US. The best young Morocco ni before Anthony US ni bi. First I went to me more 3 ne. Na just I am fishi bia no ni say Morocco no. Ibe tuma ko bi. Ma to jesi ba akokora wa ha no ma. Just say. Ma to jesi ni ba akokora me ni bra brace a match we no. Because we say match we there. And the best say you to no. Best say you to the chef. Ma to jesi ni ba akokora. Yes in here. Fight no. Tell me dika sha already no. Na ma to fight ni bi enie. Ti me de we ya ho bo amaye.
Match me gidi say da Ghana be winning. Ghana be winning 2-0. Because yeah 2 matches say na ya bo no Ghana. Ya bo 2 matches ni nyina ya lose. Nti amabo asini abli pa. Nti enfa say kwisi apia. Sana obo ne humodem pa wo baby kura wo no. Ghana how buy there. Ye de omochi be ka fom. Na ne ball ni there. Me gidi say Ghana e be winning 2-0.
Ghana and Sudan match no there. Ghana are winning every. Say kwesi apia ye ne na net ya. The obebo nyina ya na e kire no. Him say ni 30 say obo nyina ya na e man hu. Or Ghana need say onim say na esibo e ball but onim say new 30 say dey ba. Ya winning every. Ya dim kunim.
Ade ne dey say mo amunim. Ghana ene dey 3-1 safe. 3-1. Ye wini. Kudus be 2. Kudus say obesha 2. Kudus obesha 3 goals. I say Sudan for no dey. Bon. Omunim ball. Omunim she. Ghana dey all the way. Line no. Kudus small goals, small line no.
Ghana match wey there Ghana was here winning. Because the first match no, you lose here. Second match na share early goal on bet last minute. Ti we there was here winning team qualify ni na account na dey qualify. Ti we there Ghana me sure say be here on pa. Now we nipa na wan bet ma share go ama sisi a all form semenyo. Yeah, bomot go drop bomot to Brazil ka semenyo ti me yema my boys di bet. Ti we there was semenyo ti me yema na Ghana win.
And now sisi aso ya park no. Nti no ball na dey bet for my ball. Nti mo expect 4 goals. Yan sha 4.
As this is a park, it's born a better form. It's a good thing that the pitch is in really good form. It's not just an advantage. Yeah, thank you, director. As we talk, we can see the beauty of the Accra Sports Stadium in and around, and she's wondering where the camera is. Yes, yeah, sure, that's right. So the camera will be around, getting the vibes. The media center. You see our colleagues are there. Normally, Prince Anand and Francis would be there, but today we've decided to bring him in the studio. That's Felix Romac, football analyst, with Nana Dakwa JC, our commentator. It's getting busy. It's getting packed slowly. Hopefully by kickoff time, the stadium will be fit a big game. And Sudan, I mean, no disrespect, but once upon a time, Sudan, Ghana would not be as big as, Ghana, Nigeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast. But Sudan, pulling the crowd because of their recent record, and because of the, Kwesi Appiah angle, Kwesi Appiah having to step down from his role as EXCO member, Kwesi Appiah, the Ghanaian, with his assistant, Ignatius Osefosu, the goalkeeper's coach, a Ghanaian. Fatau Dauda also has a lot of information. We're not talking about that. He was their former goalkeeper's coach. So he would also bring a lot of intelligence to bear. And there you go, supporters from all over the place coming to see the Black Stars. A lot of the foreign-based players had brought their contingent. Remember, it's an international break, so why not come to Ghana? Beyond the return, we'll make sure you feel comfortable. In the media center there, obviously the journalists are showing their, what's the word to use? Bias, which is allowed. Prince.
Well, I know I'm not too sure about the bias, but hey, they are all there in their numbers, and not everybody wants to be a part of today's event simply because, yes, it's been a while since we had the Black Stars here in Accra, and so if you have the likes of Niama Ashon Katai, who is watching closely, he should be working. I'm not too sure whether he's multitasking.
Nee is one of those football fans.
Sure.
Even beach soccer, he travels to Qatar to watch.
No, he loves it.
Him and his gang, they have their...
He loves the sports. And earlier on, we saw Komna Yeboah, the writer,
president
also
of Swag.
President of Swag, Mr. Randy Abe, chief of staff for the GFA. The numbers that are at the stadium clearly tells you a story, and the story is a very simple one. Number one, we are here to support the Black Stars. Number two, we are hoping that they would win and bring back the love. And number three, we are hoping that today's victory will be the impetus that they need to climb up that ladder slowly. Don't forget, Ghana is lying third on the table. Niger is lying at the bottom.
Yeah, and this could be a booster for the World Cup qualifiers next year.
It could be, because the Angolans are sitting.
You didn't add number 4. Everybody wants to see the new turf, Francis. Everybody's talking about the new pitch.
Of course. Everybody, there we go again.
So as Prince was rightly saying, this is what it looks like. Not a lot of goals are being scored. It's very, very tight. But the Black Stars know that 3 points would move them up into second position, and the pressure would then be on Sudan. Niger, for now, are the whipping boys. We'll see what happens between them and Angola. That match will be played, of course, today as well. So it is very, very tight, all to play for. And Sudan, once upon a time, they've always been good, thereabouts, but not really a sparkling team. But suddenly, they're looking quite dangerous, both in the World Cup qualifiers and the AFCON qualifiers. So they are a dangerous side. The Black Stars must give them that respect, but play to the full.
Sure.
And there's no doubt about it. Anticipation, confidence, anxiety, and we know the starting 11 already. Let's talk about that briefly. But before then, let's talk about, let's keep an eye on these pictures. Fatau Dauda, one of the most experienced AFCON and World Cup veteran.
Yep.
He was also for a brief spell with the Sudanese national team, so he would bring a lot of intelligence to help the players in how to prepare.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he's trying to give them that pep talk or treatment, exactly game management situation where they'll be able to play against you. But this afternoon, if you look at the starting 11 of the Black Stars, basically it's a newly looked Black Stars. Imposed Lawrence Atizigi, Ali Duseidu, Alexander Jiku, Mohamed Salifu, Gideon Mensah, Elisha Owusu, Ibrahim Suleimana, Jordan Ayew, Enes Nuyama, Mohamed Kudus, and Antoine Semenyo make up the starting 11 for the Black Stars. So basically, this frame gives you the starting 11. And here you can tell that Gideon Mensah coming back into this team will bring a lot of dimension in terms of defensive dimension and then in terms of attacking, because he is the only left back that we have that can complement those two, that can combine those two roles perfectly. We've seen that in our World Cup qualifiers en route to Qatar. At the Qatar World Cup, he played some matches, he didn't play, some people were questioning the decision. I'm happy he's back into the team. Jordan Ayew himself have scored 4 goals in his last 3 games for the Black Stars. He scored 1 in the World Cup qualifier in Bamako, came back against Central African Republic, he scored. And you look at the opposition team.
I'm hoping that Sadio Mane, after they played them in the World Cup qualifier, said this Sudan team is a very dangerous side. We're hoping that today the danger will not come and haunt us at their cross post.
Yeah, if you look at their stature here, what properly built players, physically imposing figures, and you could tell, for you to be able to have a chance against this, but you have to play in their faces, stifle the ball retention has to be quick. In terms of Elisha, also at the heart of the midfield. And in terms of attacking players, they've got to be explosive enough. It's by no means fluke that you have Enes Nuyama and Ibrahim Suleimana starting this game. In terms of their movement, they are very explosive, they are direct, they carry the ball. And in Jordan Ayew, he's basically proven that he can be lethal and ruthless in front of goal. Provided you give him the right services, he can bury the chances. And the main man of the team, whether he likes it or not, Mohamed Kudus, whenever he plays, on top of his game, the Black Stars team click into full gear and they simply become unplayable. But against these opponents, it will be tough, it will be rough, it will not be easy.
Well, it's not going to be an easy game, that I can tell you for a fact. And again, I agree with Blackgate. You look at the structure of these Sudanese, you know that, look, they're well-built, well-composed team. But the important thing is for us to get our tactics working right from the blast of the referee's whistle. Once the team is able to blend together, is able to gel together, the telepathy is working positively for them, I think that we are going to give the Sudanese a run for their money. First 45 minutes will not be an easy play because obviously the first 15 they would have to be on the lookout for who's got the potential to do A or B or C. But then as they gradually build up into the game, it gives clear indication that they should be able to carry the game.
There's one interesting thing. We might be tempted to even say it's boys versus men, but not quite. It's just that the Sudanese have been together for some time. Remember, they're not playing the National League. There is some trouble in their country. They can't be playing regularly there. And that's why the return leg will be played in Benghazi, Libya. You know, in a few days' time. So the Sudanese are managing to put up a national team from all over the place, you know. Guys, let me bring you guys in here. Tabia Group of Companies, they've been in Ghana doing a great job. And again, they're supporting our coverage of this game. The most trusted herbal medicine for malaria, typhoid treatment. Also, Tabia Takum Berima Biara Takum. You understand that, right? Yes, you do. Make sure you try Tabia. Tabia Takum. Take your time. That's what it means. And now people say tycoon, but Takum.
Takum.
Right, you understand? Right, okay.
I see.
So take your time.
Yeah, that's what they say. So Takum. Takum, like tycoon.
Tabia
Takum.
But take your time in doing what?
In everything that you do. So today we need the Black Stars need to take their time in front of goal. Okay. So call 0243-686-861 and you can get yourself Tabia Takum. Bar Herbal Clinic. Remember, Bar, that's what it means. Bar Herbal Clinic. They're experts in bone-related diseases and spinal cord, dislocation of arms, bone, stiffness of fingers, stroke, and also dressing of wounds. That is Bar Herbal Clinic. If you want to find out more, give them a call on 0244 988 004. Thank you for your support in this live coverage. Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. I've always struggled with that word, but it is Homeopathic Clinic, and they're experts, not just Ghana, but globally renowned as well. They treat all chronic and acute conditions, also undertake free scanning, if you get them, on female fertility and prostate-related conditions. I've got their number here as well, 0274-234-321 or 0244-867-068. Techno. It is the phone of choice everywhere you go. Make sure you have a Techno, and they can do it for you beyond your expectations. It is the most sought after, phone on the continent of Africa now, and they're spreading their wings. Have you got a Techno? If you haven't, make sure you get one. And if you have, get the latest Come On 30 as well. It's your home for quality mobile phones and accessories. And then Max Buy, you can get your Techno at Max Buy. Look out for the Max Buy shops all over, and your number one shop for electronic products and gadgets. The buy now and pay later campaign or promo offer is still ongoing. Visit any Max Buy shop to get your products, or better still, call them and they'll give you an update. 0244-867-068. Thank you so much. These are our partners. Prince, countdown, almost time. Are you nervous or excited?
No, I'm excited.
Yeah?
I'm excited. I have a lot of reasons why I'm excited.
Yeah.
One, because it's good to see the Black Stars play here in Accra. The other reason is that per the message we saw from the Ghana Football Association president, this team gives me every indication that they are willing to go the extra mile to ensure that victory is recorded at the end of 90 minutes. And so I'm doubly excited about that. Plus, of course, I'm also going to be winning some max mega cash from the lucky box. And so that is also one of the few things I'm looking forward to. And I urge all of you out there, let's have fun. Let's support the senior national team, the Black Stars, to victory. But we'll also be making money.
Yeah, mega cash.
Exactly,
mega cash.
Exactly. It is very important, especially when we are building up to Christmas. I know this gentleman on my right has a few errands to run. Accra.
Let them write the number. So, it is so star 24426 star 8 hash. And what do we do? Win big.
You win big. Go in there. The boxes will appear. Choose your lucky number, 1 to, I think, 6 or 7. And then once you open the box, it tells you the goodies that you can win. You select which amount you want to stake. Momo does the rest and wait for the confirmation. It's as simple as that.
Have you seen how Francis is concentrating, smiling?
And he keeps glancing at my phone.
He's an investor.
I'm not too sure. Okay.
Everybody's watching. Bema Camp, our good friend.
Yeah. Let's go to Bema Camp, and I'm surprised that they do watch a lot of sports on Max TV Bema Camp, especially because of the boxing that we've been running. So, to my officer Akable Junior, thank you very much once again. You are almost always glued to this set, and we are grateful for your time.
People.
Plus, of course, those of you who are watching from the pubs and the bars who are doing or getting their kebabs ready and stuff, we will be joining you soon, trust me.
Yeah, people from Ho as well are joining in.
Yeah.
The owner and the bankroller of Home Stars Football Club, Mr. Joe Ivor, aka Feloto, together with Prophet Brad Brampa, they are also doing the watching. Yeah. And you could tell we are spread around the country.
Yeah, a lot of people
from Pando, people from where all of them are watching the game. Let's just enjoy this afternoon's game here at Accra Sports Stadium and on Max TV. It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon in Accra. The weather is good. Let's see if the Black Stars will give us a precursor to the weekend. You know, when they win and win war,
Friday is sweet.
Soloku starts from Thursday in Osu. The nightlife is in Osu, so you can't get it better than there.
Are you sure it's in Osu?
It's in Osu.
Nightlife begins right back at Techno House at Playboy Pub.
Direct.
Yeah,
right from here. You know, we're not kidding at all. Yeah, we're a few moments away from kickoff. It's a big game. It always is. The Black Stars against Sudan. Earlier, Prince and I were talking about the little history between the two. Obviously, way back. You know, in the post-independence, 50s, 60s, 70s, Sudan, Ghana, Egypt were very dominant. DR Congo also came in the picture. And they're trying to revive their football. Currently doing so well in the World Cup qualifiers under Kwesi Appiah. Doing very well in the AFCON qualifiers also under Kwesi Appiah. Going on a 5-match unbeaten run. That was stopped by Angola. Tough game it was. The Angolans take on Niger in the other group game as well. And a win for the Black Stars would also, revive the World Cup hopes for USA 2026. USA, Mexico, Canada. Shots there from the Babayara. And hopefully the fans who've been trying to get in, you can see there below at the bottom of the screen, some fans still trying to get in. Try to get off work early to get in the stadium, and also the e-ticketing. If, unfortunately, network is giving you a problem, go to the stadium and they will sort you out. We're not too far away from kickoff, 10 minutes to go. Let's talk about Kwesi Appiah.
Yeah, I was about to talk about Mohamed Kudus.
Yeah, the captain. Let's talk about that.
Kudus has joined a tall list of legendary players that played for the Black Stars, wearing the iconic number 10 jersey. Abedi Pele Ayu. Siki Akono at a point in time had the number 10 jersey. Yeah. Stephen Appiah, Andre Ayew, then now to Mohamed Kudus. Fresh captain, young captain today. First time wearing the number 10 jersey for the senior national team. It's a huge jersey to wear. Yeah. And they gave that jersey to Kojo Asamoah at a point in time in Angola. And after the tournament, he said he's not going to wear the jersey again. He said the weight on the jersey is not easy. You guys are the senior men. And looking at Mohamed Kudus, he's an exciting young player. People say he elaborates on the ball. Giving him a captaincy, looking at him, I think it will elevate his game. It will put so much maturity on him. And if you look at what he brings on board, Kudus has been brilliant in the kind of game. Whenever he steps up in his groove, he simply makes life uncomfortable for his opponent. This afternoon, looking at all these permutations, I think he will be fired up and he would like to step his foot on the ground, being the first time that he's captaining the Black Stars this afternoon.
I couldn't agree with you more. You see, it gives him a lot of presence. It also gives him a lot of responsibility. And I'm sure that is one of the reasons why Otto Addo decided that, look, I need to push Kudus up into the limelight. And I think one of the few ways to do that.
But if you look at the statistics on the screen, yes, only 2 defeats in this. But the problem is about the performance.
The performance.
A good performance against Mali. That shows you the character that the Black Stars obviously have. But they need to produce it on a consistent basis. And you talked about the captains. Abedi Pele. So, this earlier, but of course, earlier scenes. And of course, Max TV, the only station showing this match nationwide, and also others who are joining us online as well. You're welcome. And earlier shots. Let's join the feed at the Accra Sports Stadium. These are live scenes from the Accra Sports Stadium as the two sides get, busy with just about 6 minutes to kick off. Big game, refurbished Accra Sports Stadium. The pitch looking pristine for football. The Sudanese looking good. They've been on one of their best runs in recent years under the tactical eyes of Coach Akwesi Appiah and his assistant Ignatius Osei Fusu, and they're looking to also